It's a virtual life. Oh, oh, oh. It's a virtual life. You can live your life virtually. Oh, oh, oh. But I don't know if you want to. Yeah, So anyways, this is YouTuber's Life 2. Apparently the first game is so much better. I just skipped it to go straight to 2, thinking, just like probably everyone else, hey, they fixed all the problems with the first game. Apparently not so much the case with this game. This sort of, they gutted a lot of the game. I'll go into that in a second. So pretty much riding on the wave of social media influencers. It lets you start a social media account. You're directing fun videos and developing your audience, in theory. So the second game has changed, and now you're a budding influencer who has to reach out and attend events. So it's more the social aspect. From what I've heard, this game is sort of flipped it over from the first game, where it's more the YouTube developing, 90% developing, and this is more like 90% social life. I don't know why they did it, but they did it that way. So you have to reach out, attend events, meet people in an open world. Okay, very different. So having never played the first game, it feels fairly faithful to like the YouTube uploading video experience, grindfest that I was expecting. I don't really do this whole streaming thing personally, for a number of reasons, which we won't go into right now. But the graphics are decent. They really look half a step above phone quality. If that gives you an idea. The resolution's really low. I think it's 1280. So yeah, don't expect this to be sharp just because it's on PC. Maybe they didn't have the budget. Who knows the reason they did that. But yeah, it does not surprise me. It's sort of like Nintendo Mii's got their own game, but they didn't get their own decent budget, like Wii Sports. Sounds are average and kind of annoying after a while. I just remember it's like just bearing with it, gritting my teeth. The biggest highlight for me was determining how to start and develop your videos. The game lets you use like emojis as you develop the videos, and it's like, I want to start shouting, or I want to be scared, or I want to be upset, I want to be in a rage, whatever. So I thought that was cool until like it's sort of like you go through the motions in developing the videos, and it's like, okay, well, I did this last time, so why don't I choose something else? And it's like, okay, well, I've done everything. Now it's like I've seen how to make the videos, so it's sort of lost its interest, like its appeal. So that's kind of the problem with a very limited options in developing your videos. Like they're so generic. It's like you can trend on things, and like you open your phone and you go out and you meet people, but like it's the same thing, just like a different, definition, let's say. Does that make any sense? So yeah, this game only lets you do a gaming channel. I heard the first game lets you choose from 4 different occupations. I think someone said gardening, I'm not sure. I never played the first game, I heard, but it came out years before. So yeah, so once you leave for the open world, it feels like a hollow, unstimulating, just totally disengaging. After the game's initial setup, where it's like sort of building up, hey, you're gonna be a YouTuber, and you roll with it. It's like, oh, this is exciting, cool, yeah, let's do this, let's go for it, yeah, I'm ready. That's how I felt. I was like, hey, cool, the setup's good, and then it's sort of like, woo, sliding down the slope to mediocrity. So yeah, so this pretty much leads to the game's weakest point. The biggest problem with the game is it looks and feels very average. It's just missing that extra polish to make it better. Obviously not a Nintendo game, just like I just said with Pickleball Smash. It does not have the same quality, but that's okay. Like, not every game can have the funding for some like Grand Theft Auto or whatever, but still, it still needs to be a game there. It still needs to be an experience, an enjoyable experience for people. So I saw some people loved this, and I was confused. Because, I had most of my reviews, I played it, I went back, I'm like, no, maybe I was wrong. And then I went back again, I think at least 3 times I went back to this game, and I'm like, am I wrong? Like, I was seriously like, am I confused? Am I like out of it? And it's like, no. I found this game a chore, and then I realized recently, when I went back to this today, this game is a chore. It's just, I went back to it, I was trying to find something fun about it, but ultimately after like the setup and the excitement of like you got your own room, you get your own robot or whatever, after that it's like the excitement's gone. There's no depth to it beyond like, here, you go meet this guy, he's gonna make you famous. It's like, cool. But like, there's no journey, there's no depth or substance to the journey from what I experienced. And it's like, well, no one's gonna like continue playing a game when it's just like, this feels like a hollow experience. So the actual gameplay loop is a constant grind of fame, each day being absolutely the same as the one before, except the trend changes from day to day, and you see the trends on Instagram. It's like the Instagram and YouTube and all that social media in the game, which it's not called that from what I remember. There's glitches. I didn't really experience that so much. The game's very chatty. That's also a thing that's like annoying. Gone are like the other game channels, as I said, possible with the first game. Networks, going to the movies apparently was an option. Talking to citizens to become their friends, that's all gone. It's all been gutted out of the second game. You can't do that. Supposedly a lot of equipment enjoyment from the game as well. I mean, just totally gone when they gutted the years between the two games. So the game expects you to make videos, then you get cash, and then you make more videos, you make cash, and like, I guess some people love that sort of like, oh, I'll keep playing this hollow game, in my opinion, to earn more gear and clothes and stuff. And it's like, well, I don't enjoy that. I couldn't even enjoy the lead up to doing this stuff personally. So yeah, the game, once the excitement of the possibilities of becoming a famous YouTuber is gone, you realize this game it's very hollow and shallow. I don't know if that's like just like the YouTuber's life in reality. That's what I feel like it is. There's major elements such as the story's bland, they're lacking. It feels like a very hollow experience. It just feels monotonous at times. Less a YouTube sim than like a Sims game now. They flipped it from the last game. It's more social life, 80% social life, 20% YouTube. Last time it was the inverse. So it just feels like a 6 out of 10. It's still being generous, very generous. Too many ideas, horrible implementation. Instead of it being about recording YouTube videos, they just took everything about the first game and either chucked the cool best parts or made it worse, supposedly. So yeah, 90% recording YouTube videos, 10% on life for the first game. Now they've made it 80% life experience and 20% YouTube. And there's better life simulators out there. Like, they've been around forever. Like the Sim series, Sims 4 is like 10 years old now. Inzoi just came out where you can like run over people like GTA. They patched it out, but still you could do, there were a lot more freedom, a lot more things to do, and then philosophical chats in that game as well, apparently. But just this game feels like a cash-in on the first game's success without really achieving any of the points that made the first game successful. And with the third game coming this month, I even checked, I saw it, I'm like, oh wow, finally 5 years later. I was just hoping the multi-year wait is worth it for people that do enjoy this game or enjoyed the first game that came out over almost 10 years ago now. So it focuses more on the YouTube recording aspect rather than the YouTube socialite aspect, because this, I really found no enjoyment in this after like the initial pre-game hype, and then once you're left to your own devices, it just found it wasn't really interesting at all, you know. Probably be more interesting to play a classic 80s game on the Atari than to play a game like this, because it wouldn't feel so hollow and shallow. Even though the graphics are inferior, the gameplay is superior. So anyways, keep on gaming and enjoy the real life.